Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Right now, there is a massive paradigm shift happening in education. By 2026, you can actually sell your teaching expertise on a global scale. And the best part, you don't have to write a single line of code to do it. The world of education has expanded way beyond those traditional four walls, and it's creating some pretty incredible opportunities for people who know exactly how to facilitate learning. Look, if you're feeling totally burnt out and thinking that leaving your teaching career entirely is your only way out, I really want to ask you to hit pause and reconsider. Burnout is completely real, no doubt about it, but the skills you've developed to manage a classroom and teach effectively, those are incredibly valuable outside of a traditional school setting. The whole narrative has completely flipped on its head. You don't actually need to leave the education space entirely because schools, at tech companies, and global AI platforms desperately need your specific classroom skills. Sure, they have the technology, but they completely lack the pedagogical expertise that you use effortlessly every single day. Get this. There are actually 25 distinct, high-paying freelance services that educators can offer right now. We're going to break these down to show you exactly how your existing talents map directly to what the market is demanding. All right, Category 1, Curriculum and Content Creation. This is where you take the things you already do every single day and monetize them on a global scale. Think about how your standard everyday tasks translate directly into cash. Creating rubrics, mapping out inquiry-based learning, designing Canva flashcards, or even generating quiz banks, these are all in huge demand. Whether it's homeschool parents needing weekly plans or publishers looking for study notes, your daily grind is a highly marketable product. You're already an expert content creator, You just need to start selling that content to a broader audience. Moving right along to Category 2, the AI frontier. So we're exploring one of the newest and fastest growing sectors for educators here, and the really crucial point is that AI isn't replacing teachers, it actually requires them. Tech companies are heavily recruiting real educators to review AI-generated content for curriculum alignment, train their chatbots on real-world learning scenarios, and build prompt libraries for classroom management. And AI can spit out text all day, but it takes a trained educator to ensure that text is actually pedagogically sound, factually accurate, and age-appropriate. Next up, Category 3, Consulting, Instruction, and EdTech. This bucket focuses on guiding institutions and delivering direct, high-value instruction. You can leverage your expertise to design corporate training storyboards as an instructional designer, or maybe set up gradebooks in Google Classroom or Canvas for large institutions. You could even write video scripts for educational YouTube channels. If you know how to structure learning, these organizations absolutely need your brain. They need people who actually understand how adults and children process information, which makes your instructional background a massive asset. So, how do you actually capitalize on all this? Well, you just need to bridge the gap between your classroom experience and your first freelance client. First, master a few basic tech tools like ChatGPT and Canva. Second, pick your platform, whether that's Upwork, Fiverr, or Teachers Pay Teachers. And finally, build a portfolio, but start with just one single service. Keep it super simple at the beginning so you don't get overwhelmed. Now for the big one, your earning potential. Let's look at the financial reality. I want to show you exactly how viable this transition truly is. As you can see, highly skilled tasks yield incredible returns. Curriculum development can bring in thousands of dollars per project. Experienced instructional designers, they're pulling in up to $150 an hour. But even beginner online tutoring or lesson planning provides an immediate, solid supplemental income. You can scale this entirely at your own pace, whether you're just looking for a side hustle or you're aiming to completely replace your full-time teaching salary. Which brings us to a really powerful thought to close out on. Teaching is no longer limited to a classroom. Freelancing isn't about replacing your teaching career. It's about expanding it. Every concept you teach and every lesson you plan has immense value in the global marketplace. The tools are right there, the demand is massive, and your expertise is exactly what they're looking for. So the only question left to ask yourself is, what will your first freelance service be?